Alright, so if you are new to riding or you're thinking about getting a bike, there are a few mistakes you're probably going to make. Not maybe, not if you're unlucky. I mean, they are guaranteed. We all make them. And the funny thing is that you're probably sitting there thinking, yeah, but I won't make those mistakes. I thought the exact same thing, and the thing is, everyone does. You've watched the videos, you've looked at the bikes, you've got the rough idea of what you're doing. And in your head, you're thinking to yourself like, yeah, I'll be grand. And then you actually start riding, and that's when the reality of it just kind of kicks in. Not in a dramatic way, of course, not like you're going to go out and you're going to crash immediately on your first ride. Just the small moments, the moments where you're like, oh, right, that didn't go how I expected. And in those moments, that's where you learn. So in this video, I'm not really going to give you the generic advice. I'm going to walk you through the actual mistakes, the real ones, the ones that happen out on the road when you're riding. And more importantly, why they happen. Because once you understand that, you're kind of already ahead of most riders. Let's start before you even get on the bike, because not all of the mistakes happen when you're actually riding. Sometimes they happen before that. They happen when you decide, I want a motorcycle. And that decision kind of happens really quickly. You don't spend months thinking about it. It's usually something like you see a bike, you watch a few YouTube videos, you hear somebody talk about them, and your brain kind of just switches. And you start thinking to yourself, yeah, I want that. And that's kind of as far as that goes. And once that switch happens, everything kind of becomes biased. You're not thinking logically anymore, you're thinking emotionally. Which leads us into the first mistake. Now this is the big one. And the thing is, it's not actually your fault. Because the entire decision of buying your first bike is built in a way that pushes you towards the wrong decisions. You start off sensible. You tell yourself, right, beginner bike, something sensible, something I can learn on. And that's perfect. That's exactly what you should be doing. Then you start browsing, and that's when things kind of go wrong, because now you're not just seeing beginner bikes. You're seeing bigger bikes, faster bikes, better looking bikes, and your brain starts doing this thing where it tells you that, yeah, I can manage that bike, but no, you couldn't. And again, I'm not saying that to be harsh. I'm saying it because I thought the same thing, and everyone does, because you're thinking in a straight line. If that makes sense. Like, I'll learn quickly, I'll get used to it, and I'll be fine. But riding just doesn't work like that. It's not just about learning controls. It's about awareness, balance, reflection, reactions, and judgment. And those things, they take time. Not days, not weeks, just time. And a long time. To be completely transparent about it, it takes a long time to learn all of those things. So let me give you a little scenario. As an example, you've got your first bike, you're out riding, everything feels amazing. You come to a junction, nothing too complicated, just a normal turn. But the road is uneven. There's a little bit of a camber, maybe some gravel, and then suddenly your bike feels a little bit heavier than normal. It starts to lean maybe a little bit more than you expected, and in your head there is this split second where you go, right, correct it. And your body just doesn't respond fast enough. And that's where like your bike choice matters. Not when you're going fast, because that's easy, we can all go fast. But when you're doing something simple, it could go wrong very fast. So that's mistake number one, which kind of transitions very quickly into mistake number two. Because once you have spent your money on that bike, you start to try and save money in every other aspect, I guess. And that's on gear. This is where people convince themselves that they're being smart. Like, sure, I'll save a bit of cash here on gear. And again, at the start, it feels fine. You put the gear on, you go for a ride, everything seems normal until, of course, the conditions change. You go out and you're all like, well, it's not that bad. 10 minutes into that ride, however, your fingers are just gone. They are frozen solid. You can still move them, but you can't feel anything. Now you're trying to use the clutch, you're trying to brake smoothly, and you're trying to stay relaxed. All the while, you're feeling like your hands don't belong to you anymore. And that's when you begin to realize that, like, you know, not to cheap out on gear, or gear isn't where to save money on. Now, here's where people get caught off guard, because it doesn't happen straight away. It creeps in slowly. You get a good few nice, perfect rides, and nothing goes wrong, so you start to feel comfortable. And without even noticing it or realizing it, you start pushing just a little bit harder. A bit more speed, a bit less caution, and your brain goes, well, yeah, I've got this now. And that's a very dangerous moment for new riders, because the fact is you don't got this now. Not even close. You've just removed the fear without actually building any skill. And this is where near misses happen. Nothing dramatic, just small moments where you come into a corner maybe a little bit too fast, you brake a little bit too late, or just something catches you off guard. And you come out of it thinking, oh, okay, well, that was close. And those moments, guys, those moments are warning signs. Now, Ireland. Riding in Ireland changes everything. You're dealing with the wet roads, you're dealing with the wind, you're dealing with unpredictable road surfaces, and you're dealing with the unpredictable weather. And as a new rider, you don't fully understand or appreciate how much that affects the bike you're riding. Your grip is different, the braking distance is different, and your visibility is different. Everything changes. Now you might be thinking, oh, but I have a pin lock inside of my visor. And that's good. That'll stop the fog on the inside of your visor, but it doesn't clear the rain off the outside of the visor. Now, I know you can get solutions that you can wipe on it, but it's not a perfect science. Your visibility, when it is horrible out, will affect it. Now, this is the one that separates riders long term, and that is practice. I know you don't want to hear it, but you need to practice. Nobody wants to do it. Everybody just wants to ride. And I get it. I understand it. I was the same when I first started out. I never practiced. And then it came to taking my full exam for my full license. Dude, I failed that because I couldn't do my U-turns. You need to practice these things. Practice your U-turns. Practice your figure eights or whatever they're called. Just practice. Keep practicing. Practice, 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 practice. And if you don't like riding in the rain, I get it. But you need to do it. It's inevitable. It's going to rain in Ireland. You're never going to get a perfect day. Even today is amazing. But it could rain here in 5 seconds. So you need to go out and you need to practice in all different conditions so you get used to the different road conditions and the road surfaces. Because learning those basics or practicing those basics is what's going to save you. Slow control, your clutch control, your emergency braking. These are the things that matter when something goes wrong. It's not all about how fast you can go or how fast your bike goes. Dude, it's super easy to go fast in a straight line. Like, I don't know if anybody's told you that before, but that's the easy part. So when you put all of those things together, you start to realize something. It's not about how talented you are, it's about the decisions that you make. And those small decisions will add up over time. So if you are starting out, take your time, because riding is one of those things where the slower you build it, the stronger it becomes. And yes, if you've made any of these mistakes, you are not alone. I have been there, I have done them myself. And everyone does. Whether they admit it or not, they have done it. And it's all part of learning. And don't be so hard on yourself if you do make these mistakes, or you have made these mistakes, because it is part of learning. Like, nobody's perfect when they first start doing something new. And I think a lot of people beat themselves up over it because they're not perfect, like, straight away. It's like, stop. Give yourself some credit. You're doing something new. Same with everything on this channel. Even my 40 euro to 500 euro series. I'm figuring things out properly, not just guessing. And also, quick one. I have some Mr. Motoloco merch in my merch store. So if you want to support the channel and get something useful, then go check out my merch store. I will link it below in the description. So yeah. Any new riders out there watching this, be patient with yourself. You will get there in time. It will take time, and that's okay. So yeah, until the next video, ride safe.